Can you really change your life in 180 days? I think you can. 1 month, it's just too soon. Things are happening too quickly. You're trying to develop yourself and you're moving forward, but you really can't see if you're having any changes in 1 month. 1 year, it's just way too far down the road for us to focus on. But that 180 days, that 6-month mark, that's where the magic happens. If you look at your life, it's most likely a trail of choices. And we are a product of our choices. And a lot of times, why we feel stuck, why we don't feel inspired, all of these things, why we feel depressed, are because of the choices that we made in the past. The mindset is off, and so on and so forth. One of the major things that I found that helps create these problems, these issues with feeling stuck, feeling uninspired, is not knowing what we want. We're going to refer to that as your vision. We do not have a clear vision of what we want. We have all of these things that we know that we don't want, and we're very personable in talking about those. We talk about to our family, we talk about to our neighbor, all of these things. We don't like this, we don't like that, we don't like this. But what do we like? In this conversation, we're going to talk about how we can focus on improving this mindset and talking about getting a clear vision of what we want. And I promise, if you apply this to your life for just 180 days, 6 months, you will see a radical change in your mindset and how you feel. The very first shift is clarity. This is foundational. We have to know what we want. If we do not know what we want, we cannot progress to further points in our lives, right? Most people walk around just getting swayed left and right, and this brings us into our setbacks, because we do not have a pure intention of what we want. But when we know exactly what we want, then we apply ourselves in that direction. Think about when you cook something. You know exactly what the ingredients are to cook that dish. So you move in that direction. You go to the store, you buy this, you get your pot, you mix it all together, you add your water, you pour it in the pan, you put it at the degree of the ovens that you need it to be, and then you press go. So you have this clarity of how to make this cake. Let's apply this metaphor to our lives. We need to have a very clear understanding and structure of what we want, so then we can start applying the ingredients to get to success. Once you have this clarity, you are going to be unstoppable. You are going to have an insane amount of power to do what you want to do. What I recommend, if you are new to this, is buy yourself a notebook and start writing down 15 things that you want in any kind of order you want, but be very specific. Not just, I want some ice cream. No, say, I want to make $25,000 more next year or this year. I want to be in love with the person of my life in the next 6 months. Be very, 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 very specific. It doesn't have to be in ascending or descending order. Just get that down first, and then we can focus on maybe 5 of those that we really want to put into action. Once you have these written down, I want you to review them every day. Read through them every day and start to visualize and prep your mind what those goals are and what those things that you want are. That way you become acclimated to your desires and your wants. And the more you read it, the more that those things that you wrote down will become true to yourselves. And now we can start talking about how to achieve them. All right, now that we wrote down exactly what we want, we're starting to build our foundation of clarity. Now we're going to shift into mindset. You hear me talking about mindset all the time because I'm in love with mindset. The stronger your mindset is, the stronger you become. Look, if you wake up in the morning and you feel absolutely gorgeous, your mindset is already in go mode to meet whoever you want to meet, talk to whoever you want to talk to, and just be present in any situation. But on the flip hand, if you wake up and you're feeling bummy and grummy and you are instantly put into a bad mood, what is your mindset? Your mindset is not confident. You're not on point with yourself. And probably most of the day, you're going to be hiding behind your phone. You're not going to want to talk. You're not going to want to be in the present and present yourself to the best of your ability, right? So mindset is key here. The mindset is not about what is outside, it's about what is inside and going out. So you are telling yourself you're not worth it. You're telling yourself that it's too late and you can't do it, so on and so forth. You've heard these voices. But here's the truth. If you are able to focus and clean that mindset and start to energize that mindset and starting to believe that you are worth it, believe that you can do it and it's not too late and that you are going to achieve this, you are going to start to develop such a strong understanding of the self and belief in the self that anything will be possible. And this is true because your beliefs shape your reality. If you want different results, you better start with clarity, knowing what you want, then work on your mindset, and you will start to achieve a whole new reality. I want you to start practice talking to yourself like you talk to a loved one. This is not some form of a fake positivity or anything like that. It's just leaning into this understanding that words matter. Words architect the feelings in the mind, just like Joe Dispenza says. Brilliant man. He probably should be listened to. I listen to him all the time, and I've seen drastic changes. The more and more I started to talk to myself in a loving, respectful, caring, intelligent way, the more I started to believe that's who I was. Think about it. The more that you speak to someone in a positive light, the more you start to care for them. The more you start to love them. You start to see them in ways that you want to be around them all the time. So why not apply that to yourself? Why not start to talk to yourself in a positive way? I know that when I started to change the way that I spoke to myself, a whole multitude, a litany of things started to change. Primary thing was as I start to respect myself. I start to really believe that I am capable of the things that I want to achieve, because I was telling myself that you are a funny person. You have the capability to achieve great things. You look at challenges as ways to find new ways to succeed. All of these different things, these word plays, these architectures of the words that help to build the confidence and the backbone in your mind, these are very powerful concepts. All right, shift 3, action, but not just any action, purposeful action, a consistent momentum towards the goals that we want to achieve. When I use the word purposeful action, I mean this. A lot of people, they're busy, but they're not really productive. They mistake movement, but they have no progress. So for example, if you're just frantically moving around without any true course of action, you're kind of just wasting energy. So when I say we need to have purposeful action, I don't just mean move your body and move your mind in just some aimless direction. No, that's why we always have to go back to point 1, clarity, right? If we have clarity, we know exactly what we want. Like when I was talking about that metaphor for making a cake. We use our action of our mind and our body in purposeful movements. So then that way we're not wasting energy. We're moving towards a goal with a specific mindset. And real change comes from consistent, deliberate steps. And it can be little by little by little. And those little steps will actually become much larger steps. But think about it when you're a kid or anything. You have to start learning how to take these small steps, and you can take larger strides, jogs, and then into runs. So the more that we practice and focus on these small steps and celebrate those small steps, right? Each small step, each small victory that we take there, we have to celebrate those. Here's a small challenge for you. This is a very physical thing, but I think it will help, because we want to try to change our entire mindset of our entire life, not just one section of it. For instance, if you're just a person that always likes to park in the front row by a grocery store, try parking way in the back, like super far in the back, and walk in. It will give yourself some time, to kind of run through the grocery list, maybe meet someone in the parking lot, who knows. But it will also physically give you movement as you get to your place. You can't just fix one little piece of your life and expect that to fix the whole larger parts of your life. We have to focus on the whole life as a whole, right? And so if you are not a person who exercises, if you are a person that likes to park super close, this is a super easy exercise that literally will tie in metaphorically into this step-by-step thought process and taking meaningful action, but it will also add some physical attributions to your life. I bring this up as just a challenge because Life is about habits. And if we are giving ourselves good habits, good mindsets, and good clarity of vision, we will have an enormous life change, not just a change in something very specific. And this just isn't a motivational speech. Of course, I'm trying to motivate y'all and put out a very simple, clean delineation of things that I know are powerful and can reset your life in 180 days. Think of it less of motivation, but as a roadmap for clarity, mindset, and action. And if you're serious, literally about changing your life and following these 3 simple shifts, in 180 days, you will see an amazing transformation. I promise you. But you have to commit. You truly have to commit. So that's inside of you. And again, it's following those first steps. You gotta have the clarity, the vision to know what you want. You have to have the mindset ready to achieve these things. And then you have to put in action. So if you guys are ready, let's do it together. Drop a little line in the comments. Let me know where you are on the whole timeline of this journey. Are you at day 0? Are you at day 60? I'm super excited for you guys. I know you will achieve it because you've already started the process. You already found Successipe. You already are desiring the vision and have the mindset to change. Now we just need to apply these simple forms, these simple actions to actually have your vision come to fruition. We appreciate you guys so much. If you're digging this content and if you're loving what we're bringing to you, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to see more content, you can watch this video right here where we talk about burnout, how we disguise travel as ways to eliminate burnout. But we know that doesn't really work, right? Stay tuned for other videos. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm Jason, the host of Successipe. Till next time, ciao.
Boom, boom.